Hi everybody, this is Kako here, and out of all of the golden berries that I had left in this game, this was not one of the ones I was expecting to be commentating at first. You read the title, you saw the thumbnail, 4B golden. Why was I not expecting to commentate this golden when it's probably one of the harder ones I have left? Well, initially, my plans for this golden were actually for it to be the last one that I didn't commentate. Because at the time, I thought it was going to be a relatively quick grind, so I didn't really see a need to commentate it, especially considering that I had a whole 8 goldens left after this, all of which I thought were going to be harder than this. I was wrong on both fronts. There's a non-zero chance that this is actually my new hardest golden. Even though it very much doesn't feel like it, I feel like there's a non-zero chance that it actually is. Now, why would I say that? Why would I say that this doesn't feel like my hardest golden, even though I think it could be? Well, just take a look at the stats in this grind. I had so many deaths laid into it that were just caused by my own stupidity that I just lost track of them. I had so many deaths on the last 2 rooms that almost made me just want to give up on this grind entirely and just move on to something else and then come back to this later. But we have a little something called the second cost fallacy on our side, so I was able to actually finish out the grind, thankfully. And you're probably wondering why I haven't even discussed any of the jumps in this. Well, there's one primary reason for that. I don't really feel like the jumps are the hard part of this. I mean, in all honesty, it's like, there's not really that much to discuss with this golden. It's weird. Like, it's hard, yeah, but I feel like I can't really talk about much, other than just how god-awful of a grind this was. For reference, I got to the last checkpoint over 2 weeks before I actually finished it, and I got to the last room before cassette room 10 days before I finished the golden. It was insane. Like, absolutely ridiculous. So many deaths in the last couple of rooms. It was just so demoralizing to go for this. I feel like this was definitely my worst grind. It was probably the most annoying. Just because so many of the deaths didn't feel like they were my fault. It just felt like I was getting unlucky. I know they're underlyingly skill-based, it just doesn't feel like they are. And that's I don't feel like I learned much from this golden. I'm sorry that this commentary is just coming across as me being like, oh, woe is me, this grind was so bad, but like, I genuinely don't know what the hell else to say about this. Like, I did end up screwing this a bunch of times, just because I wasn't able to get the block far enough over, but like, there's not really that much to say about that. Like, oh cool, I'm having a massive skill issue for like a minute or 2 on this one room. Nice. Like, what else do I add beyond that? I mean, for like the last room of like checkpoint 1, I do have a cool strat where I intentionally don't fast bubble the last 2 bubbles just so that I end up catching the cycle. Or like, other than that, I can't even really like pinpoint many other strats. I realistically don't know what to say. I was considering just like not commentating this, but there's a problem to that. That would necessitate that I just have to upload the raw footage, and the raw footage is gonna be a copyright nightmare to deal with because I was listening to Frank Ocean because right before this recording session, I choked cassette room. And I ended up slamming my desk so hard that my water bottle spilled. That's a true story, by the way. I wish I was making that up. The only reason I got this is because of Frank Ocean, I'm gonna be honest. Shoutouts to my man Frank Ocean. Please release another song. Please release another album. I think you can tell that this commentary is just a complete clusterfuck. I'm barely even talking about the actual, like, chapter. It's just, oh hey, here's this random thing I feel like talking about right now that sort of relates to the grind. Like, this is like one of the only other strats I can talk about. I go into like the start of the room and I wait for like the room transition, and then I do a hyper so that I grab the top part of that wall, and then I just use that to like set up when to go onto the cloud. But like, other than that, the auto scroller room and like the last room of checkpoint 1, I can't really pinpoint any other strategies. I am very sorry if this like seemed like a very underwhelming commentary. It's just, I was kinda in a situation where I literally would have to commentate this, or else I just wouldn't upload it. So, yeah, this is a very weird video. I know that. It's just, like, I'm about to go into cassette room, and I've only talked about like 3 rooms, but like, this was a very weird grind. I can't even pinpoint like what the hard rooms were. It just felt like any room could like kill a run for no apparent reason. Also, I paused here just to pull up a guide because I died the cassette room like 20 minutes before this, and I didn't want to do that again. I am very sorry if this commentary seems underwhelming. I didn't really have much to say. It's like, it's a crappy situation. I very much hope my remaining commentaries are better than this. So, yeah, that's 4B Golden. Interesting commentary, but overall, I'm very proud of the fact that I actually finally got this. So, I'm just gonna let the reaction play, and thanks for watching. Please. Oh my god. Please. Yes! Finally! 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 It's done! It's done! It's done! It's done! The 7th run! So whatever it was, the 7th run to CP44.